20 countries have marry your rapist laws.
Marry your rapist law.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Today, guys, we've got Bill Maher, a liberal satirist, a leftist, deciding to have a take on Palestine, the Middle East, and their cultural practices. So, without saying too much, guys, we're going to jump on this right away and see what a leftist has got to say about this. I mean, if he was a rightist, I mean, I can guess what he's going to say, but a leftist? Okay, let's get this one started.
And finally, new rule, if you're out protesting for a couple of hours wearing this, you have to go all the way and spend an afternoon running errands wearing one of these. You can't side with the people who ruthlessly oppress women without at least getting a taste of what you're supporting.
Fair point, fair point, fair point, fair point.
Well, now that summer is here and the Hamas-backing college protesters have dispersed back to their summer internships at Goldman Sachs, I thought it might be a good time to say this. I actually admire your youthful idealism, and our world would be poorer without it. Much like your parents, who just wasted 300 grand on that ignorance factory you call a college.
Wait, is he really a leftist? He's not a leftist. Are you sure he's a leftist? Bill Maher?
Not that I think it's your fault being this poorly educated and morally confused. That takes a village. Shitty schools, overindulgent parents, social media, that priest who rubbed lotion on you. But 3 cheers to you for at least having the impulse to seek a cause in something bigger than yourself. It's just that the one you picked, you missed the boat by a fucking mile. But here's the good news. You want a cause? Because I totally got one for you. Apartheid. Yeah, apartheid, the thing you've been shouting about with Israel for months. Never mind that Israeli Arabs are actually full citizens. You learned that word from a 2 Chainz song and discovered that protesting South Africa's apartheid in the 80s was a righteous cause, and so it was. To this day, when celebrities are asked who is the person they most admire, one name is always the safest choice.
Nelson Mandela.
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 So naturally, when you heard that Israel was an apartheid state, it gave you such a boner, you literally pitched a tent.
A leftist roasting other leftists. Wait, I just had to go search again. Political views. Maher and Ingrid Newkirk, founder of PETA. Maher is on the board of directors of the animal rights group. Maher often eschews political labels, referring to himself as practical. However, he has generally held moderately liberal views over the years. I mean, okay, he's not exactly a full leftist. He says he's practical, but he leans to the left. Okay.
You knew how wrong it was when tens of millions of South Africans had been treated like second-class citizens just because of their race. But here's the thing. Today, right now, hundreds of millions of women are treated worse than second-class citizens. When you mandate that one category of human beings don't even have the right to show their face, that's apartheid. And it goes on in a lot of countries. For the last couple of years, women in Iran have been saying, take this hijab and shove it. Because in 2022, a young woman named Mahsa Amini was arrested for wearing her mandatory hijab incorrectly and then died in police custody. And now security forces have killed over 500 people protesting her death and this obvious human rights violation. How about defunding those police? Amnesty International says that Iranian authorities are waging a war on women that subjects them to constant surveillance, beatings, sexual violence, and detention. What P. Diddy calls a hotel stay. In Iran, Me Too isn't a movement. It's what a woman says when another woman says, my life sucks.
Oh, no.
Yasmin Mohammed is a human rights activist who got married off to a Muslim man with fundamentalist views about women, not exactly uncommon in the Muslim world. He forced her to wear the niqab all the time, including once beating her because she took her hijab off at home because the apartment had a window through which people might see in. And this was in Vancouver. Here's what Yasmin said about veiling. It just suppresses your humanity entirely. It's like a portable sensory deprivation chamber, and you are no longer connected to humanity. You can't see properly. You can't hear properly. You can't speak properly. People can't see you. You can only see them. Just little things, passing people on the street and just making eye contact and smiling, that's gone. You're no longer part of this world, and so you very quickly just shrivel up into nothing under there. And that's my answer when someone says Islamophobe.
Yo, this guy, he's lucky he's saying this in America. Yeah, don't talk about this in the United Kingdom. I'm surprised if he comes to the UK, something happens to him. You don't talk about things like this in the UK, bro. The UK government will come for you, so...
Really, feminists? Come on, there's got to be a happy medium between a husband making his wife wear this and a husband making his wife wear this.
Kanye West stripped his own wife bare. The empire, I think, yeah?
I know 1619 was bad, but this is happening right now, right under your nose rings. And it's not just the clothes. 15 countries in the Middle East, including Gaza, have laws that require women to obey their husbands. Laws, not just Harrison Butker's opinion.
Who's that guy?
And those societies also have guardianship laws, which means a woman needs permission from her husband to work, to travel, to leave the house, to go to school, to get medical attention. Nothing? Honor killings, where women are murdered by their own fathers and/or brothers, happen so frequently they can't even have an accurate account of how many. In 59 countries, there are no laws against sexual harassment in the workplace, and many have no laws against domestic violence or spousal rape. 20 countries have marry your rapist laws.
Marry your rapist law. Marry your rapist law, marry the rapist law, or rape marriage law is the rule of rape law in a jurisdiction under which a man who commits rape, sexual assault, statutory rape, abduction, or other similar acts is exonerated if he marries his female victim, or in some jurisdiction at least offers to marry her. The marry your rapist law is a legal way for the accused to avoid prosecution or punishment.
Multiple societies have laws about what jobs women can and can't do. Make a Barbie movie about that. 30 countries.
Okay.
30 countries practice female genital mutilation, and 650 million women alive today were married as children. Kids, if you really want to change the world and not just tie up Monday morning traffic, this is the apartheid that desperately needs your attention. Gender apartheid.
Wow.
This is what should be the social justice issue of your time. How about from the river to the sea, every woman shall be free? But in...
This guy is just brutal. He's just like dismantling this. He's just eviscerating this. Like, I never expected anything like this from Bill Maher. Wow. Just laying only facts, like no made up narrative, no propaganda, just laying facts, showing pictures, and everything he's talked about, you can search it up. Everything he's saying, you can search it up. Gender apartheid.
But in reality, it's not an issue at all, for one reason. The people who are doing it aren't white. I hate to have to be the one to break it to you kids, but non-white people can do bad things too.
Yes.
Now, white on black racism certainly has been one of history's most horrific scourges, but also it's true that in today's world, being non-white means you can get away with murder. So good on you kids for following your instinct to protest social injustice. Just remember, when it comes to finding a cause, pulling your head out of your ass is an important rite of passage.
Ooh! Okay, officially, this guy just picks, practical things. These are practical. I grew up in northern Nigeria, so I've seen a lot of these things, but we never really talk about it. We just shut them out. We ask questions and they tell us, shut up, don't talk about it, keep quiet. Yeah, and we're like, why can't you talk about this? So we're like, okay, we're not going to talk about it. Come to the UK, freedom of speech, but no, you can't talk about this. Okay, all right, then how can we discuss about things to understand what's going on? He has spoken a lot and he laid everything down with facts. He just dissected the whole facts. Marry your rapist law, then honor killing. And you talk about gender apartheid, like the oppression of women. Well, I'm not here to criticize anyone's religion, okay? I know I like to call a spade and not a big spoon, but guys, we live in the United Kingdom, all right? You heard of the hurty words. There are things you can't say. If you say some things, you're gonna hurt people. So be careful of the hurty words of this country. But I'm telling you, we need real freedom. A freedom where people can discuss, all right? Yes, do not promote violence. Do not promote hate. Yeah, but there are topics that need discussing. All right, sit down, talk, debate about it. Let's come to understanding. No flaring ups, no trying to shut people down. Speak things factually, all right? But yeah, I was really shocked by this, all right? Honestly, really shocked by this. I didn't expect this from a liberal at all. At the end of the day, I'll tell you again, you cannot shut your eyes to the facts. There are facts on ground. All right, and if you want to talk about a topic, make sure you have the facts. All right, no hatred, no inciting violence, just facts, and let's talk with logic and common sense.
Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way. You are me. Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way.